Welcome to, oh, come on, man.
Come on.
Entertainment.
Yes, there you go.
Today, we are breaking down a video. We're reacting to a video, actually. I watched part of it, but I definitely wanted to watch this and react to it with Dark King forever, because this is a topic that we, as gamers, love to discuss. We needed to discuss. The video is titled, "Who Killed Masculinity in Video Games?" Very good title. I gotta admit, that's a really good title.
I think I've heard of him before.
So let's step into this world, this realm, should we say. Before we start with the video, what are your thoughts on this before we start completely? Who do you think, what killed masculinity in video games? Do you think masculinity has disappeared from video games?
Yes.
There we go.
Yes.
Straightforward answer. I love it.
Oh, wait. So when we watch this, after we watch this and everything like that and react to it, there's another video of a game that's supposed to come out that I just want you to see the trailer for it. So as we're watching this, I'm going to find that trailer because I want your general reaction to it. Because I know about this game. This is literally called DI, the game.
DI,
so,
the game.
DI, the game. So
wow, that's wild.
Yes. So I know what killed gaming. But I want to see what answer that he says.
Gotcha. All right, let's start this beautiful reaction. Itching to go.
Does anybody else feel like masculinity has slowly been drained from modern video games? I was looking at recent staff photos of Ubisoft and Halo Infinite developers, and it's all starting to make sense. It's a bunch of fat, white, liberal women. And white, liberal women have no interest in masculine, manly, male characters.
What?
They wouldn't even know how to write one if they tried.
Wait a minute. Is this a real company photo? Oh, this is why the video games have been sucking recently. This is why we passed the heyday of awesome created games. Is it just me, or does it seem like we hit a stalemate? The graphics haven't improved in like 15 years. The gameplay has been real soft, focusing on these weird-ass soft storylines. And it makes sense. You look at who's creating these video games. Damn it, Ubisoft. You used to be a giant, baby. I remember Tomb Raider back in the day. Tomb Raider was the damn shit. But I can see an army of women like this striking down Tomb Raider because of her cleavage size. This looks like I'm at a Karen rally, baby. What is this? The nerve. And look at this one. Congratulations. Y'all messed up an incredible IP in Halo. Y'all messed it up. And no wonder how this can happen when you take a look at the staff. These people are not creating content within a game for their audience. And it's just so obvious when you look at who they admonish it. So of course they want to drive it out of games. This is absurd. Let's keep going.
This is why Rockstar, a company founded by men that at least in 2018 was still mostly run by men, created the magnum opus Redemption 2, a game with a manly, well-written main protagonist, Morgan. If you want to see the seismic shift away from masculine characters, honestly, all you need to do is play a few games from 2006, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about.
Way different.
Consider how many masculine military games came out in the 2000s. Medal of Honor, Call of Duty, Brothers in Arms, Gears of War, Operation Flashpoint, Rainbow Six, Ghost Recon, Splinter Cell. All of these games were starring men and had themes like brotherhood, duty, sacrifice, honor. Almost all of these franchises have either been killed off, turned into multiplayer games, or went woke.
And this is not just a phenomenon back in the mid-2000s. I mean, this was back in the 90s as well. But I guess the pendulum was swinging too far in the masculinity direction, which then caught enforcement via the content cops.
Hold on, I'm going to pause right here. But you notice the titles, right? Most of the titles. Tom Clancy's. You hardly see any Tom Clancy games now. The only one that's out now is Rainbow Six, and like what they said, it was the fact that they turned that into a multiplayer game.
That's a lot of these games have been turned into multiplayer games, and then obviously once Call of Duty got super famous because of being a multiplayer game, and after that we started picking up a lot of different signals from it. Especially now in this era.
Are they missed? No.
Nope.
Call of Duty. Oh no! Shut up.
Few modern games appeal to me, and I think another big reason is this: everything is just so gay now.
It is.
Compare the games I just mentioned to the modern trash we have to deal with in Overwatch and Apex. Almost every character in these new games is either gay, lesbian, bisexual, trans, or something else. What happened to a masculine dude with a hot chick on his arm?
Duke Nukem.
I love the idea of Xbox Game Pass, but I swear every time I open it up and look for new games, there's just so many games.
I did
Duke
talk
Nukem
about
was an
that
awesome
last
game,
time.
man. I remember I used to walk into the basement with my dad.
Listen, there's nothing wrong. You can have those type of games. Nothing wrong with that. It's a free market.
Yep.
Nobody's saying that. But when you take away one thing just to try to push your stuff up and then your shit fails, don't get mad at the general audience because you done fucked up. Also, I noticed that this channel is. So, but it's like, come on now. I can't. There is a masculinity. That's what a lot of people bought these games. Gears of War, Solar Cakes. What happened? You put that fucking feminism in there and it killed the game. 4 didn't do well. 5 sucked ass. Besides multiplayer, no one talks about the story of 4 on 5. It's so bad to the point that they had to go to E-Day. They had to go to a prequel that took place 11 years before 1.
Jesus.
So when you know you're bad, when you have to do a prequel to try to bring the people back in.
Yep. Legitimately, that's what they're doing right now. It's still working on a prequel right now.
Also, that line right there with Duke Nukem, your inspiration for birth control. God damn.
Die, you son of a bitch. There's more where that came from.
No one messes with my meat. Okay, we're gonna
Nukem hours and play it together. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those nostalgic games. But this is some of the reason why you will never see Duke Nukem, at least in modern times today. All of his quotes, I remember most of these things. Die, you son of a... Hail to the king, baby.
That's right.
Curse words and ish like this. And I remember correctly, you always had to try to save some girls in the mission. A game like this today will absolutely get that studio canceled.
I refuse to play another cutesy 2D platformer or a game with a cutesy art style by some indie developer anymore. I'm just done with these games. If you want my 100% real thoughts on this, I just think the entire video game industry has gone woke and gay, and almost nothing they are making appeals to me in any way anymore. So this is why I mostly play 20-year-old games on my channel, because they were just better. I was recently reading an insider interview about what went down at Volition Studios with the disastrous Saints Row reboot from an inside source. This source said that the LGBTQ community within the company was actually pretty small, but they are the loudest and the most annoying, and the company leadership chose to promote these people into key roles. And that's how you get the absolute dumpster fire of a game that was Saints Row 2022.
Which killed the series.
What you have at a lot of these game studios is about 80% of the staff is probably just hetero dudes trying to do their job.
Right.
But they're afraid of speaking up or saying what they actually think. And then you have the LGBTQ folks making decisions about what kind of game to make.
Right.
And everything just ends up being safe and soft and sensitive because, we can't hurt anybody's feelings. So, of course, shitty dumpster fire video games that nobody wants to play.
Terrible stories.
After reading a lot of insider interviews at these developers, this is my sense of what has been happening.
Right.
I also feel like there's this kind of unholy alliance right now between games journalists.
Oh, fuck, man. I think that's who I think that is. I think that's the guy from that made Max Payne. And that's
you're right.
That's McCunty right there.
Oh no.
Yeah,
of course.
She's in a scandal right now dealing with trans.
Oh, yeah, she is. I did hear about that. I was just wondering when the hell she's gonna pop up again too. And sure enough, goddamn, she's been around. You can tell she's been around.
So I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna keep it censored just because I know it's gonna be on YouTube. Yeah. So she at one point was saying that she'd rather go back to doing her OF than doing what she's doing.
Barely.
She doesn't feel like that's the case. So she used to do OF before she got into Kotaku.
Interesting.
Which, by the way, gross. Yeah. Second of all, no. You know, there's people that you want to say, "Oh, you doing that? Let me find out." And no,
no. Can I get your link? None of that. This is no.
I'm great, but in him, and made Max Payne and Control, and you did Alan Wake too, and that piece of shit was whack. It was terrible compared to 1. Nobody played that.
And by far, Dark King has beat.
I'm play again.
Game studios and the LGBTQ community at game studios. And they all seem to be united around one thing. They actually hate gamers.
Facts.
And who are gamers? Overwhelmingly? Well, heterosexual dudes like us.
Yep. Facts.
This recent Reddit thread was written by an actual game developer and made me realize this. It reads, headline,
Am I this? I kind of hate gamers.
Am I allowed to say this? I kind of hate gamers. You can say it, but I don't think it's going to sway public sentiment in your direction.
You're not getting my money.
They hate gamers is like a car manufacturer saying that they hate drivers. Absurd. Let's read. I'm a professional game designer, and I'm worried that I'm starting to hate gamers.
Get out the field then.
Last month, chat on was extremely disheartening experience. Every time a cis-het white man appeared on the screen, the chats would fill with messages calling the game woke. Every game that wasn't a shooter or a hyper-casual competitive online game garnered Z's. And then I checked Twitter, and it's just people complaining that the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake is not yellow. And there's right ways and there's wrong ways to beat Elden Ring. And people hating on the new Dragon Age doesn't match the tone that they had imagined.
That Dragon Age is going to suck.
I've seen people implying that the main character in the Fable trailers is ugly because it's some self-insert of someone working at Playground.
Nah, sorry, that's not here. What the fuck?
A beautiful woman compared to you.
But no, this is not the only one. I watched the video today, and they were talking. I think side scrollers. They were talking about the Star Wars character that they made. The actress who played the main character in that new Star Wars game coming out. It's beautiful, but they made her ugly because they wanted to make her more relatable. And I'm like, what?
You gotta make her more relatable
by making her uglier?
Bro, that makes no fucking sense.
No matter how much you deny it, no matter how much you try to run away from it, the thin line always goes. Sex sells. It always sells. Well, you see a guy with a body ripped, they're drooling over that. But I can't do the same thing when I see a beautiful woman. I'm the pig. I'm the misogynist. I'm the dirt bag when I see a beautiful woman.
It's so ironic though, right? You can tell that sex sells. Look at the platform that creates the most generated money when it comes to that kind of content.
Like that
and that's just males and females. So it's not like it's just one genre of personalities. It's literally both ways. So when you look at sex, it's gonna be sold out because of that aspect. So for them to like destroy someone's credibility like that, it's a beautiful woman compared to what the hell they did to that. And so it's disgusting.
You want a perfect example? You see a lot of people today, a lot of videos of people showing off when Wolverine, when his shirt was on top blew off and he saw his ripping abs and all the girls are like, I'm just like, if freaking Scarlett Johansson had the Black Widow fight, and next thing you know, her clothes blew off, and next thing she's bra and panties. The freaking world would have a fucking tails. Oh my god!
What the hell?
Like,
you are absolutely right. Absolutely right.
It would be a whole fucking the people feel offended when she changed in the car in Iron Man 2, but you have no problem showing Thor fucking come out the water. And what movie was that? I think it was it Endgame? Was it Infinity War? Whatever movie. It just a random scene. He come out the water like, hey, get out of here.
What's his name from Aquaman? Jason Momoa.
Oh, Jason Momoa. You no problem doing that. But why in video game characters the women gotta look ugly and the guys gotta be all right looking ripped? Or like, no, get out of here. You gotta play both sides here. You can't do. I'm gonna shut up. I'm going back. Reaction.
Whom they've deemed not fuckable enough. I don't know. It's just the internet magnifying negative voices, I guess, doing what it does best. But I kind of hate gamers. Now, what's funny about this comment right here about the main character being ugly is that there are verified instances of game developers changing the look of a feminine female main character in order to either try to woke them up with some LGBTQ sparkling or just ugly them up to seem more appealing, I guess, to other average looking women. I don't know. Or maybe it's just to not appeal to men that attractive women. Case in point, I want you guys to take a look at this character right here. This is Poison Ivy in Justice League 1. And here goes the recreated version of Poison Ivy in Justice League 2. Why? Y'all made her look just like...
Hold on. Man, that's two. I gave you one. I gave you the first one. You said Ubisoft and you thought Tomb Raider. No. Now you said Justice League 1. It's Justice. No, I did not.
It's how he's not a gamer.
No, bro, get your shit together, man. I know this guy from another video, but no. Poison Ivy was in Arkham Asylum. No, Arkham Knight. Sorry, let me get my facts right. It was Arkham Knight. Never forget that one. That was a beautiful look of hers. And then they changed her to this, which is creepy.
They changed her to this in
Suicide Squad, not Justice League 2.
A game that was free in half the year.
Yes. Come on, what, in January?
Yes.
7 months later, free for 1 day. It's going to be free again.
Bro.
It is. In fact, it is free. If you have PlayStation Plus Premium Extra, you can play it.
They have it
free.
Makes sense.
Pass ain't too far behind.
Wouldn't be surprised. But Amazon had the PC version for it for free.
Yep. See, and I know a friend that's playing last games. Let's get back into all right.
Greta Thunberg.
Can't wait.
Dare you?
She looks like every feminist climate change activist Karen ever. Meanwhile, the developers complain that the majority male audience comments on how y'all uglifying women. And Ubisoft, who was called out at the beginning of this video, transformed a beautiful female model by the name of Humberly Gonzalez into this monstrosity in Star Wars Outlaws.
How dare you?
How do you get the deliciousness of this and transition it to this? What is this? This is you gave her a butt chin, you took away all of the beauty, and you gave her homeless Karen hair.
So at this point, it seems that Games Journal, all of the liberal LGBT mafia that work at game studios actually hate their audience.
They do.
And this is a comment I keep reading from you guys again and again. I swear they literally hate us. They seem to be dead set on giving their audience exactly what we don't want, set on not giving the customer what they want.
Not long.
This is why when skanks like Alyssa Mercante are crying about Kotaku shutting down and losing their jobs, and game studios are going under because they were associated with Sweet Baby Inc., I just laugh.
Sweet Inc. is a consulting company that forces DEI into games.
Yep.
How dare you?
They dress up their efforts as if they're trying to promote diverse
and they're not the only one either.
Really, they're just pushing a political agenda. When you go to Sweet Baby's Wikipedia page, you can see a list of games that they are currently or previously involved with. And look what I found. Looky here. Kill the Justice League. No wonder they had to change what Poison Ivy looked like. Apparently, the new version hit their approval standards. By the way, this is the new design of Mrs. Freeze in Kill the Justice League. Look at this. Look at that haircut. That Karen haircut is a thing that will fuel nightmares. And you gotta pay money to purchase this character model. What audience of mostly male gamers is going to purchase
Not a
this
single
model?
fucking
Y'all have to
one.
hit a bottom line of some point. It costs to make things like this and little to no return. You guys are running a business. Why spend effort in doing something like this?
Right.
Let them burn. Let all these companies burn who don't know how to give the audience. The wonderful irony in all this is that it's the very games that the woke cancel mob has tried to cancel that seem to do the best.
Yep.
Remember Hogwarts Legacy?
Talk about that too. That's
women's
wild.
clothes tried to get it canceled.
They did, yeah.
Instead, the game sold 25 million copies. Oops. Remember Elden Ring? Remember how the woke mob tried to accuse FromSoft games of having, quote, problematic depictions of women?
But I'm son of bitches.
Oops, sold 25 million copies. At this point, making an offensive game seems to guarantee that game's success.
Yep.
We could talk about Stellar Blade pissing off all of the liberal progressives, and yet everybody went out and bought it.
Yep.
Okay, so in this video, I want to give you 4 examples of a game or series going from masculine to feminine or gay,
Wolfenstein,
and it basically either killed or ruined the franchise.
Okay.
Number 1, Ubisoft and Red Storm Entertainment. So Red Storm Entertainment was a video game company founded by the legendary Tom Clancy to make Tom Clancy video games.
Right.
He sold the company to Ubisoft in the year 2000, and Ubisoft in the 2000s actually had some balls and made some of the manliest games you've ever seen.
Yep.
There were Splinter Cell games, the Ghost Recon games, the Rainbow Six games, and the Far Cry games.
Yep.
All of these games pretty much feature exclusively men, and these IPs in the 2000s had so much testosterone, just a single glance from a woman in their direction. I mean, Fisher, come on. He is the ultimate Giga Chad. Scott Mitchell in Ghost Recon. Now, you pick your own character in Far Cry 2, but it's definitely a manly game that will put hair on your chest.
See,
so what is Red Storm Entertainment?
Hold on. But sorry, another thing. Right, he's right. They're mainly things, but there are games where they had female leads, and that was actually fun. You taught this game, and I talked about this game before. What? It was a female lead character, and it was really good.
Agreed.
Beyond Evil, I fucking love that game.
Yep.
Female lead. Tomb Raider. Great series until they fucked it up.
Yep.
Well, okay, excusing Angel of Darkness, no one talks about that game. But it was a good franchise. It was a strong woman that was in it. You can put women in the game, but you gotta make her, you can't make her a Mary Sue. Right. She has to go through the struggle. She got to go through the hero's journey. Like, that's how to make her relatable and likable. Like, each character, like, okay, Beyond Good and Evil, she was living like trying to be good, and she ended up getting into the whole thing with Alien Veg, and the fact that she found out never mind, I'm not gonna spoil the game, but it was worthwhile. What was a hitman? Was a hit woman who just got caught with the wrong shit?
Yeah,
it wasn't that good. I mean, in terms of like sales, fun fucking game.
Yep.
So I don't mind if whoever the lead character, if the character's likable and playable, you can play and have fun.
Right.
Like, come on. Like, Devil May Cry had female characters in it. Lady and Trish. No one bitched about them being in the game.
Nope.
Freaking yo, like
and that's like, what makes it more difficult, because everyone thinks about the aspect. Oh, a woman protagonist should be in a video game and she should have all the powers a man can. Like,
no,
it's like, okay, cool. You don't think about the other games that already. It's just like movies. They talk about there's not enough female representation, but there has been plenty of female representations. Same thing with video games. There has been plenty of female representations. Now you're taking that female representation and turning it into something else, which in your agenda, which makes no sense. And for me, that's just, it takes away the sales. It just takes away the aspect of what the video game and what your entertainment should be. Instead of sending a message or we have gay guys in here now. It's like, okay, cool. Fight. What's gay guy bringing to the table? You know, what am I playing with? What is the story? Like, relating to?
Yeah, you don't have to relate to it. I don't care. Like, if the main character is gay, it doesn't make a difference. Unless the character is good. I don't care. Like, I was thinking about going back to going back to movies. Like, you notice, like, they talk there's no women in movies and stuff like that. They had True Lies. Jamie Lee Curtis played a housewife who was bored of her life.
Yep.
And even tried to pretend like she did this guy because she thought he was a spy, just to get some excitement in her life. And her husband decided to go, okay, let's give treatment, but then ended up getting caught up in some shit. But she became an action hero from that. Like, you look at her and it's like, you can tell she looks like she's an action hero. She blew the shit out of everybody's mind when she came in True Lies.
Yep.
Good movie. Sarah Connor. The actress was a night and day from Terminator 1. It's night and day.
Hell yeah.
And then 20-something years later, you fuck her up in that shitty-ass remake. Continuation.
Yeah.
Like, Tony Weaver, Aliens.
Yep.
Granted, there's only 2 good ones, and unfortunately she was in 4 of them. But still,
true. Which go back to writing,
yeah. Shitty movie Resurrection. Right. The best part about that whole thing is when she threw the ball and got the shot. Like, it was like a bunch shot. It was one thing. I think it was the last take of the night, and she threw the ball and she got to the point where Ron Perlman was like, "Holy shit!" He was in shock. He was legitimately like shocked that she got the shot. He was like, "Holy shit!" They had to cut that part because he kind of on take. Like, listen, I have nothing. Like, listen, when it comes to gaming, I don't care who the main character is. When it comes to movies, I don't care who the main character is. Make the main character likable. They are just as shitty much movies and TV shows and games with men protagonists than they are with female protagonists. It's just no different. Like, it's all the likable characters. Nathan Drake is like a character. We love him for his quick whips and everything like that in his adventure. If he was just a bland ass character, we would not play with him.
Right.
We wouldn't care.
True. Very true.
It's just, and then a thing they keep saying about the fact that they hate us. If you hate us so much, get the fuck out of the field. You hate us. Why? We're not going to spend money on people that hate me.
Facts. And I'm legit spending money on my enemy. It's like, okay, cool. Why should I continue supporting my enemy? That makes no sense.
I noticed that every game that I have purchased as a recent, I haven't really, like, it's rare that I'll jump on a brand new game. Like I'll buy and sell. I don't buy full price anymore. Like, matter of fact, the last game I think I bought full price was
No, I got that on sale. That's true.
I got that on sale. No, I got the original copy. I got gifted the original copy.
Yeah.
But I got that on sale. But I think the last game I bought full price was Prince of Persia, the one, the Lost Crown. That's the last one I bought because I was excited for that game, and it didn't have some kind of like with the braid hair. But we're not talking about that.
The Killmonger look. Everybody wants to do that.
Yeah. I very rare that I buy a new game because and people are like, oh, you should ignore them. No, why would I support the people that hate me? Same thing goes with movies. Why support people that hate me?
Right.
You're not getting my money.
Right.
I don't hear anything when Deadpool movie came out. I didn't hear anything. Oh, we hate men. We're going to be just for the outside crowd, the invisible outside crowd that have never showed up to anything that they've done.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, but by all means, I'm saving my money.
Yeah.
Not have Steam sales, but I'm saving my money though.
True.
But okay, all right.
Like no, that's good points. Good points.
I'm gonna see what Red Storm is up to today.
Ready.
Up to today. Well, I recently saw that Tom Clancy's The Division.
Oh, fuck off! No, that's what they're doing. Oh no. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm back.
He's back.
Division Heartland is being led by a man who dresses in women's clothes in his.
I'm not touching that shit. No.
Free time. Now look, I don't give a shit if you want to identify as a dragon and go around laying magic eggs, but can we agree that the least masculine thing on earth you can do is dress in women's clothes?
Yeah.
Tom could be rolling over in his grave right now if he knew the absolute disaster that Red Storm Entertainment had become. Number 2, Wolfenstein. So I was recently playing Wolfenstein The New Order for the first time, which came out in 2014.
Such a good game.
And I have to say, of all the games I was sure were going to avoid woke Western progressivism, this game's pretty high up there. The first 3 entries of the reboot were all fantastic. They had the badass BJ Blazkowicz, an absolute unit, as the main character, ripping apart entire armies of Nazis with the sexy and smart Anya as his arm candy and wife. Machine Games' first 3 Wolfenstein entries, which came out in 2014, 2015, and 2017, are all great. They have normal men and women doing normal shit in them. Awesome. But of course, the woke mob had to get involved somehow. So you have a beloved series with a beloved, tough, male, manly main character. Do you suppose it's a good idea to kill off that guy and replace him with cringy girl boss characters? Wolfenstein Youngblood came out in 2019, and it's an absolute tone-deaf disaster. So many modern video games, I find myself asking, who wanted this? Who asked for this?
Not a single fucking person.
I often ask the same thing of the new Star Wars shows by Kathleen Kennedy as well. The Wolfenstein reboot had the perfect synergy of story and gameplay. You are BJ Blazkowicz, unleashing his rage on the Nazis for killing everyone he loved. You see this come across in his brutal assassinations, like sticking a rusty pipe through the eye socket of an SS Waffen commander. But the setup to Wolfenstein Youngblood is incredibly cringe. In it, you play as BJ's daughters, and they're honestly nothing like him.
Nope.
The first time you kill somebody, they don't really want to do it. And when they finally kill the guy, they have to have lattes and talk about it afterwards. Youngblood is a perfect example of how a cutscene can go so in a game.
And they've done this within movies as well. From Captain Marvel to the Ghostbusters. Even that latest Men in Black had a female protagonist in it. The men are morons. They're all dumb. They will all fail, and the women just succeed by breathing and looking half decent. All of these IPs are now in disrepair. It is going to take significant investment to bring the core audience back. Go woke, go broke.
BJ's setup is perfect and explains to you why you're doing the actions you're doing. BJ's daughters, however, are acting like they're in an episode of Big Bang Theory the whole time. But oh, you just be killing Nazis and haha, isn't this so funny? It's tonally all over the place and just so full of cringy and awful cinematics, which is ironic because the cinematics in the first 3 games were like so good and short, and they got to the point, and they were really emotional and impactful. Example number 3, Gears of War. For a full explanation of a woke mob
talked about that too.
Gears of War, see my video on that game, but I'll keep this short. The first 3 Gears games are an incredible trilogy focusing on the bonds and brotherhood between men. They're incredibly masculine games, focusing on duty and sacrifice and military orders. And I know some of you hate this, but for 10,000 years, it's only been men fighting wars. Sorry.
Facts.
The first 3 games focus on Marcus, Dom, Cole, and Baird and tell a masculine story of brotherhood. Well, the progressive woke mob somehow got to Gears of War, and Gears 4 and 5 are about sisterhood, brotherhood, being a traitor, and what it feels like to be a woman. They introduced the character of Kate Diaz, who I don't think anybody gives a single fuck about.
Not a single.
They should have done is put Kate in a spin-off game, not a mainline Gears entry.
But
here's the problem, of course. Nobody would have bought it. So unfortunately, Gears 4 and 5 are basically girl boss, feminist Gears of War, and any masculine story about men is put on the back burner.
Because Marcus
of course,
got
the
put in the
games
back burner.
include Baird and Marcus in them, but they're really on the back burner.
Yep.
And Gears is now about Kate Diaz, who I've never talked to a Gears fan even cares about. Example number 4,
this is
Saints Row reboot. Saints Row spent 10 years building up characters.
Listen, I got to pause it here for quick. I'm sorry. Saints Row, that's just a fucking travesty right there. Right. But yes, when I bought Gears 4, because this is when I first got into Gears, I didn't have the Xbox. I was like, okay, I didn't jump around. I was like, fine. It wasn't until someone sold me an Xbox that Xbox 360, that I actually started playing this game. So I started playing Gears, and I went through it. I played Gears 2, loved it. 3, loved it. Even Judgment, I enjoyed it, even though Judgment is like the black sheep of the franchise at the time. At the time.
Yep. Now it's raised.
But it wasn't a mainline game anyway. It was a spin-off game. So even though it was a prequel, it was a spin-off game. So that actually is acceptable.
Right.
Because it doesn't really hold anything. So I played that. Then I played 4. It took me a minute to finish 4. 1, 2, and 3, I ran through them bitches. Like, it was amazing. Even Judgment, I went through it. But 4, I picked it up. I started playing it. I put it down, and then I didn't play for it months. And then I got back and played it. Gears 5, I'm still halfway in that game. I can't finish. I don't care. The story, you made it open world. You took away the Gears shouldn't be open world.
Hell
it should be more linear. You have the open field, and the game is like challenging. And if you die, you have to go back to a certain point. I was like, fuck off with this game. But Saints Row, see, I'm unfortunate that I missed out on 1 and 2 because I heard 2 is one of the best Gears. I mean, Saints Row in the series.
Right.
I got into it part 3 when it was like a fancy, like, oh, this is you got to play this game. This is the over the top. You putting people in the nuts and then catching them with RKO bullshit. I got caught up with that experience, and then the giant freaking dildo sword, like that was the time I got into it, and I was like, what the fuck is all this? And then I played 4, and then I played Get Out of Hell. And here's the thing, I pre-ordered Saints Row, the new one that came out.
Oh wow!
And then I heard what happened, and I was like, no, take that. Same thing I did with Last of Us Part 2. When I knew what was happening, I jumped out of that. I was like, nope. Smart move. I saved money. Oh no, I'm very glad I saw it come. I'm thankful to all the streamers and all the YouTube channels that talked about it, because they saved me lots of money.
All those content creators definitely saved me a lot of money, because Jesus, I would have been there playing the new Saints Row, paying for it and everything. Same thing with everything else. I haven't bought a legitimately solid game in a while.
No,
in a while. And like you said, when it comes to Gears 1, 2, and 3, perfect.
Yep.
And to this day, I have yet to finish 4 and 5. I can't put myself. I don't know. It's just like everything, like the Acolytes. I can't do it. I can't sit there and watch it, finish it. It's not relatable. It's just not interesting.
Boring.
It's boring. It's just like
brain cancer.
Cool. You'd fuck around and change the story that I'm used to. And I'm just like, wait, so she's the main character now? How? Why? And the fact that in the last one, you get to choose who dies. Why couldn't she be part of that?
Wait, in what?
Wait, did you finish 5?
You can spoil 5. I don't give a shit.
In 5, you get to choose. There's a certain part where you get to choose either JD or Marcus's son to die.
What the fuck?
So if you choose JD the JD or the homeboy, you move without. Damn, I'm surprised. Oh, damn, I didn't want to spoil that for you.
No. You listen. I don't give a shit. I may not go back to this game at all anymore because I have Game Pass and I hardly use it. So, but it's like.
But that's as far as I gotten, because at that point I was just disappointed. I was just like, oh fucking shit, really?
You got further than me. Like, I'm still in the ice area. Like, you got further than me.
Yep. And it's past that ice area too. So it's like, once it gave me an option to choose between those two, and then I was like, I literally did a save spot where I did it before them dying to see if one of those two can survive. But nope, you have to pick one to die.
That's so shit.
And then there goes sweet old Cat, still alive. So it's like, why couldn't she be part of that? Marcus's son is a very crucial part to a story. He's Marcus' son. Who the fuck are you?
Why they had to die in the first place?
Right. Oh, no.
It doesn't. You know what it is? I think I know what it is.
It was a sacrifice that had to be made.
You know what it is, though? They were trying to get that same...
That Dom feeling.
Never.
Nope.
Dom's sacrifice. You felt he went through a struggle. He lost his kids. Yep. He saw his wife, like, basically just brain dead. He had to put her out of her miseries. He had nothing left.
Which cute. But side note, that part definitely made me cry. That was a really good fucking story. I felt that. I was like, Dom, you're my man all the way.
It was out of but it was out of left field too. So it's like it caught you in the feels. You're like, no. And they had the music playing in the background. I don't think I've ever streamed that game. So I'd be like, yo, I gotta cut this off. My bad. No, I don't. Like, yo,
you made a compilation.
You wouldn't be like any less of a man because you cried. That was a real honorable sacrifice. He didn't just do it because he was running away from somebody. He was doing it because he knew his brothers were in trouble, and that was the only way to get out of that.
Yep.
That's how good storytelling.
Yep.
But no, I just gotta make a choice now. It's a choice. I got to choose between one or the other.
Yep.
Because I want replayability. No.
Yep. And he knew. That's what the Dom knew. He had nothing else to live for. And after he saw his wife like that, he was like, "No, you know what? I got you guys. Y'all my brothers."
Yep. I want to go back home to my family. That's and you can respect that. It wasn't a selfish sacrifice. It wasn't like, oh, I'm just going to do this because I want. No, he did it because he cared. He cared about the love of his brothers.
Yep.
Like,
and here's the crazy part about it. If you ever see a scene like that nowadays, the protagonist still lives. Takes away from the whole aspect of, oh shit, man, we lost him. We actually lost him. No. And fucking 2 minutes later, it was just a scratch. It's fine.
You can do a good death. Going back to Last of Us Part 2, a lot of people, they say I feel like if Joel's death was more, it was a shock value more than it was it wasn't a need to kill him there. We know Joel did some bad things, and I'll bet you my entire paycheck that this new season of The Last of Us is trying him correcting the way he did the death of Joel.
Because I did hear he's trying to correct that.
He's trying to change it up. He's trying to make Joel. He's gonna make Joel a real piece of shit. So before he dies, I guarantee
to actually
that.
Be like, to give him a reason to hate Joel.
But first of all, no. We love Joel because Joel was a masculine character that knew how to handle shit. That's what we think. And in Part 2, he turned to a fucking wuss that did the stupidest thing. First of all, Joel in Part 1 would have never said, hey, my name is that. This is my brother, this. He would have been like, my name is Jack. This is John.
Yep. That's true.
He wouldn't even say his name until he trusts you.
Yep. Because that was the whole point. He had a barrier on him.
Yes.
So that's that.
And then Ellie getting mad because she didn't want. It was like, no, think about it from his point of view. You just, oh no, I'm not getting it. That's the whole Last of Us topic. Yeah. And then I know if a chaotic was like, play the game. No, that's one thing you won't ever catch me playing. Playing Part 2.
Buddy, back to that video. Let's go. Let's do it.
Fucking cuckman. I'm sorry.
And building up a very distinctive and edgy and male sense of humor.
This game was also free, by the way.
You and the guys would laugh at. Some of the recurring characters in Saints Row are Johnny Gat, Julius, Aisha, Shondi, and several others. In these games, the men are men and the women are women. Johnny is edgy and hilarious and always has a hot chick on his arm.
Yep.
The humor is crude and hilarious, and the Saints are always getting into trouble. So what went wrong with the reboot? Well, the woke 2022 reboot thought it was a good idea to kill off every single character from the old Saints Row games, and I guess they thought we would be cool with that. But don't worry, all of the beloved characters you've come to know and love have been replaced with tokenistic characters from a literal seminar on diversity.
This is so crazy.
You've got the gay Asian man, the girl boss lesbian, another girl boss lesbian, and the gay black guy. The LGBTQ mafia didn't just kill Saints Row, they crucified it on a rainbow flag.
Yep.
And this is what you get, guys. This is what you fuckers get for supporting these people.
This is what should happen.
They turn out shitty games that aren't funny, that aren't cool, that aren't masculine. So stop hiring these people.
I was a little bit concerned that GTA might have suffered from this as well, but it was good to see that it looks like the developers reek of masculinity. But when they introduced
no, like, no. Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be, no.
Oh, no. Grand Theft Auto 6 is already destined to die. It's already destined to die.
Listen, we haven't even talked, never mind.
That's a different topic. We're definitely going to talk about GTA 6 for sure.
That's no, we got to talk about the fact that they're asking people to talk about
tipping developers.
Oh, yeah. By the way, this game was free on Epic Store, and I still refuse to get it. Okay.
Introduced that it was going to be a woman protagonist, a woman main character. That's where my mind went to initially, but it's not out yet, so it's too early to tell. But hopefully they introduce her in a way that their core audience resonates with, not this girl boss bullshit.
Game developers need to stop putting Justice League 1 and 2 games, and they need to fire every liberal white woman if they want us to ever buy a game again. Because I'm serious, we are done with this shit. We're not buying these games.
Nope.
Phil Spencer is out here complaining about how people aren't spending as much money on games anymore.
No
shit. I guarantee if you give us hetero dudes hot chicks in games again and manly men, you will see sales go through the roof. Bring back the glory days of video games. I have this theory that in a few years, we're going to see a turn back to the golden era of video games.
Without a doubt,
and people are going to start buying games again. I recently saw this crazy chart from 2023 that basically showed that people are only playing old games these days. Yep. Nobody wants to play anything that's new out right now because it's all woke and it all sucks so bad. So anyway, guys, let's all hope there's a return of masculine characters in games again at some point that we can relate to. All right, I'm out.
Fantastic video from Andy Pants Gaming. I'll leave his information down in the description box down below so you can check out all of his other content. I agree with everything that he's saying, except for the question of who killed masculinity in gaming. We know exactly who. But the thing is these companies, these businesses, unless they're getting affirmative action stipends to continue to do this shit, fund these studios, if they're not getting anything like that, then eventually, inevitably, they're going to begin to look at the bottom line and then make those shifts. You actually also see it in Marvel with the recent string of wokish disasters because they're tied to Disney. At some point, they're going to have to get rid of these progressive people trying to fit square pegs and round holes, forcing content that the audience doesn't want down their throats.
Correct.
It's completely absurd. Guys, leave me some comments down below what you think about the content.
No, I'm good. Thank you. But going back to that, right? It is the fact that it's the nonsense of you want to make games for an audience that doesn't exist.
Right.
It's always been the case. They make games for an audience that don't. The same people they're making the games for aren't the ones who's going to buy the game, because most likely they're too broke to buy the game.
And that they're not interested in either.
No,
it's like they said, they hate gamers, so why would they play games? The developers are just there just to, like, I guess, to a pity party or of some sort, to just be like, hey, well, remember you did this to me in high school? Well, I'm back, bitches, and now I run this business. I'm like, oh, appreciate that. Thanks for ruining my childhood. But I had nothing to do with it.
My childhood, I'm good. Listen, I'm going right back to the game. And like I said, every game that they pulled that nonsense with, every game, it always end up dying. Saints Row, dead.
Yeah.
Freaking Flintlock game that came out, that game that was so heavily showing promotions and everything, that company's dead.
Right.
The company that's going to get Concord, when that game comes out, dead.
Dead. Which that game hasn't come out yet, and it's already dead.
It's already dead. The beta, going by the beta, dead. You might as well make it free to play.
Yep. I'm surprised it's not free to play. But going back to that official video, it definitely has a lot of key points. There was a lot of points made because of the fact that we as society, as a society of gamers in itself, we latch on to a lot of nostalgia, but then we know exactly what we want. A lot of the times that aspect of you change up a protagonist, that's fine, that's cool. But can the next protagonist be likable as much as the next? You have to answer those questions. You have to check mark those. But when you have developers that don't care about the product, they just want their message out there, the I want you guys to love me message, it's going to hinder what we all think about you. It's going to hinder everything that we're just looking at you like you're a bunch of fucking dumbasses. This is not what I want in my video game.
Have 2 of these.
Go have 2 of these and an abortion pill. Duke Nukem said it, not me.
He did.
Inspiration, baby. So you're back thinking about it now, because honestly, I was young as fuck when I played that game. But it's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
It doesn't like dark humor. That's the reason why Deadpool and Wolverine succeeded so well. They had a lot of dark humor in it.
Yes.
If you can't tolerate dark humor, then I find a different field. Find a different field, because it's just, if you're gonna put yourself out there, this goes for like talk or shorts and all this other stuff. If you're gonna put yourself out there, you gotta take the criticism, and that criticism a lot of times is not gonna be nice, because you have a lot of different personalities that you're fucking showing yourself to. So for that, you just have to realize the same thing goes with a video game developing. If you're going to put your product out there, you got to remember there's going to be a lot of criticism. There's got a lot of people that's not going to abide by your wokeness or your criteria. So if you really want your product to succeed, you have to check those check marks. What's going to make it succeed? Not, oh, my message is going to make it succeed. No, your message is what's fucking everything up. So check those boxes and remember what made your company even better.
I got a suggestion. Instead of making a game for one select group of people, make it for everybody. How hard is that?
Which is exactly what it was about.
I'm not going to sit there and play a game where you disrespect one of the best superheroes of all time. If you think I was going to sit there and play Kill the Justice League, and you did a whole thing from a legacy character who the franchise was based off of,
and we have years of.
Yes, and you shoot him in the face and leave him dead in the back alley. Jesus Christ. And then you do this in memoriam for him because it's dedicated. No, you just did a game where you got shot in the face.
Mind you, by a non-canon character. I'm sorry. Harley Quinn is beautiful and all, but she's canon. All right?
Yeah, no.
She's not canon. She wasn't around back before the animated series.
Yeah, she was. Oh, before the animated series. Okay.
The animated series was the one that started her. It wasn't. She didn't star in no comic book.
No. It was a series, and then she got into the comic book.
Right. So
but they made her. You know what it is?
But they made her canon.
Now, here's the thing.
I know Harley Quinn fans are gonna fucking kill me for that, but I don't give a fuck.
Listen, I don't give a fuck. First of all, the thing I'm gonna say is this. It wasn't like Harley Quinn when she first came out was a normal character. She was basically a sidekick to Joker who was abused and used. But then they turned her into this icon, and it's just like, cool, they can have that. But then you made it worse because you kept shoving it in people's faces.
And then now she's the purpose of Batman actually being decimated.
And here's the thing. You had a perfect story. Rocksteady did a perfect story with her.
Yeah.
Arkham City. Yep. Gave her a whole DLC.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And she always too sexy. That it had to uglify her, or she felt like, wait, you wore that. Like, you can't sit there. They just want me to wear. No, you wore that.
Yeah. So
and you know what? We enjoyed it.
We sure did. We sure the fuck did. But then when you have that same very character, that the only reason I loved Harley Quinn until that aspect. They made me hate her. No, I don't watch Harley Quinn at all. After that aspect of her killing off Batman, because that made me not like her at all. They made me despise her because you guys wanted to shove Harley Quinn down our throats. This isn't even a Harley Quinn video, but I'm just pissed off.
You know what? You know what made me love Harley Quinn the best? Her Injustice 1 character. Because her Injustice 1 character, including part 2, she learned to live on past Joker. She learned to not accept the abuse. That's the best Harley Quinn.
Mm-hmm.
When she was able to get over that. Like, she felt like she didn't need Joker. Not because she don't need no man. No. It's the fact that she got tired of the nonsense and she knew that she was stronger than that. That made her a better character. Not because of girl power. It's because she stood on her own 2 feet and said, listen, I'm tired of the abuse. I'm tired of the shit. So I'm going to fight back.
Right.
And that
That was a good story.
Get a character. Yep. She got fed up with the thing. She ended up joining us. I see that what Superman was doing was just as bad as what Joker was doing. See, this is why I hate the fact that they made that movie. The comic books, they could have done a TV show based on the actual comic books. And anyway, so we kill video games. We know what killed video games. Wokeism.
We know what killed masculinity in video games.
Yes. Wokeism. No, it killed video games. It killed masculinity. 2000s had some of the best games out there. The best.
2000s, 90s were the part where no one gave a fuck.
No. But you know what games we got now? And this what leads me to the one that I wanted to show you at the end of the video to get your general reaction to. You got to check this game out. This is a new game that's coming out this month. And it's going to sell hotcakes. And I can't wait to buy you a copy of this game so you can play it. Oh, I'm sorry. It's only a PlayStation exclusive. So this is 2 for PlayStation. But let's see it. It's called Dustborn.
Dustborn.
It's called Dustborn. So I hope you enjoy.
In a world divided by disinformation, where danger lurks around every turn, a motley crew of misfits embark on a fateful road trip to discover their true power.
Please tell me you're done.
Oh, we're just getting started, dude.
What is this music?
I believe the kids call it K-pop music.
Just K-pop.
Turn it down.
Leave my music alone. Shut the hell up.
Words have power. They can give you strength. Ready for this? Stand still. Words can bring people together and tear them apart. But if words hold so much power, he has no respect for you.
She's right.
Question is, what do you have to say?
I think we can all agree that my trailer voice was better than yours.
God. And it's a PlayStation exclusive?
It is a PS4, PS5 exclusive. So what I've learned about this game is the fact that this game was based off the events of 2016. So that is the biggest nightmare about the fact that...
Oh my God.
This game... Oh, and you can't even see the like to dislike ratio because he blocked off the dislike. The dislike ratio, you only have a 1K likes. It has a shit ton of dislikes.
Oof. How long ago did this trailer come out?
Let's see. This trailer came out. It came out 11 months ago.
Almost a year ago.
And it has only 1,000. It has 67K views.
Damn.
Someone said the developers just so dustbin wrong. Listen. I'm excited for this. I don't care.
Nope.
It's gonna be dog shit. But I just wanted to see your reaction.
I just can't. And this game hasn't come out yet.
It comes out this month. South also have a PS4?
Yeah, I think he still does have his PS4. Looks like someone's playing a video game.
Just give him the code. Be like,
here you go. Play this on stream. Wait, what is this? Oh, you'll
find out. Just buy it on Amazon. Just give him the code. Like I did like my friend Resident Evil 4 or Resident Evil 2.
Smart move. Oh my God. But you see that right there. Prime example. Now, there is probably a light at the end of the tunnel because there is, I'm guessing after 4 years, after everything is said and done, the dust is finally fading away. And even Marvel is deciding to fire a lot of activists out of their stuff. The next step is for the game developers to start, because I believe they're on strike right now currently. So we definitely want to talk about that in the next video. They are on strike, and rightfully so.
Hold on, you can hear Cliff. I'm playing my smallest violin. I'm playing my smallest violin of me not giving it. That's how minuscule my fuck is. Don't care. Let them go on strike, please.
Yep, that's literally my feelings of it too. Let them go on strike. Go on.
Wait. I double dog dare you. Do it. I don't give a fuck. I save money because y'all strike. So that means I'm not making any money and y'all gonna be broke. And then you're gonna cry to us because we wanna, because I'll never forget that. They want to do a Kickstarter or donations from us to help them out because they're too stupid to go back to work.
That sounds really smart.
As Elon Musk said, go fuck yourself. It's like, go fuck yourself. Both ways.
Oh my God. Yes, but that's a travesty that we are indulging ourselves in right now. All right. Masculinity has been disappearing from video games as well as in the movie scene. And it's visible. You're not visible. And it's sad because it's in everything that we love and IPs that we love. And I guess that's what frustrates me the most, right? If you do your own separate IP, I don't give a fuck. But the problem is you're touching IPs that already exist. And then that already have a following that decades, not even like years of actual fan base. And then you're taking that IP and putting stuff in it that never alternated inside of a gooey ass mess that you call a fucking storyline. Like a lot of these storylines make not even half, 90% don't make sense. It's just why? You're just making the protagonist look even more an iconic fucking protagonist at that. You're making that iconic protagonist look like a fucking moron. So it's like, for me, it's you're taking away what we loved. And by doing that, I will not respect you. I will not give my money to you. And since you already set it out in plain sight, we never gave a fuck about the gamers. Why am I buying your product? Why should I buy your product? Why should I continue to focus my hard-earned cash in your pockets? Why? It makes no sense. That's just my thoughts. Masculinity has definitely been gone for a long time, and I feel like it's time for the 2000s and 90s to come back with their attitudes, because it just makes no sense to me.
Yeah. I just finished buying Titanfall. Because I had $3.26 on free credit from Steam, and I used it to get my Titanfall 2. Bless. Hey, come on.
Oh, come on.
But it's crazy. Like, you're gonna learn into, like I said, lose money. Oh, we still got this. They're gonna eventually kill. No, it's been from 2016 to now. No one has rolled over. Franchises has died. Gaming wise, movie wise, Terminator dead, Lord of the Rings dying sadly. Even though the fans are fighting against it. Freaking it's beyond dead. It's a corpse, and they still beating it dead.
Yeah.
Marvel dead. Like, you think that, like, they're slowly changing back, but think about it. We still got a mountain of shit to get through. We got the Agnetha series, which, by the way, the only clips I'm watching is of freaking Aubrey Plaza. Himself is on that show. But then you got Black Captain Falcon. Sorry. Yeah, African American. That's what they call them. And then you got the Thunderbolts. So you got to do all these shit that no one's going to watch. Anthony Mackie. The only funny part about the whole movie is him roasting Tom Holland, because the fact that he have a movie now. When he made the joke, he said, "Listen, the 2 videos that I watched him on IGN, he was like, he was gonna murder Tom Holland with his agent, and then he was gonna have him as his date to watch the premiere of the movie."
I respect Anthony Mackie. And Mackie's funny as hell.
He's funny as hell, but he needs to get out of Marvel. A lot of these actors are really good, but they need to get out of Marvel. They need to get out of that niche, because that's the thing. You're stuck on that thing now. Unfortunately, he's a great actor if you give him the push. Twisted Metal, he's one of the reasons why that show is likable.
Yep. It's definitely but that's the 2 good reasons for it. And not to mention, the story is actually pretty good. The story's good. The action is on point, and I personally loved Twisted Metal. But yes, and it caters to both.
Yes,
it's masculine, and you have a female protagonist that's actually kicks ass. It's wild, and so they did a fantastic. I'll see if I put that up on our channel here. We do have a review for Twisted Metal, so check that out.
I think that was a video that we tried to holler at her, like, "Hey, if you look us up, I'm here for you." You know. Listen, if we ever get an interview with a celebrity, we both gotta be on our best behavior.
That's true.
That's myself twice. Like,
best behavior.
Best behavior. Hey, how you doing? You single? What? Excuse me?
What?
Oh, damn it.
Pardon, my friend.
But we need better. We deserve better. We just, like, you sitting there constantly telling us you hate us. Don't buy. Actually, the comic books is dead already. Generally dead. Gives a fuck about comic now. But, like, I'm gonna end this. I'm gonna say this. The final thing, and I'm gonna shut up. To the stupid bitch out there that said, if you don't like my comics, don't buy my book. People like them, I'm so glad years later they have to start a Kickstarter because they're broke and can't do anything. Like people out there that say, "Oh, you don't like what I say? Then don't waste my time with the movie. Don't buy my games." Guess what? I save money because of you.
Yep.
You want to put that woke shit? I don't have to pay for that. Yep. You want to put that garbage in my movies? I watch the movie for free. Or matey.
Amen.
I'm not sitting there playing that thing. Chad's almost trying to make me play Kill the Justice League by trying to make me click that link to get that thing. I'm glad it didn't work. That shit would have got vaulted.
It was like, fuck, it doesn't take them directly to the add to cart.
Here's the thing, though. If it was a code, please believe I would have sent that code to you. Oh, no. Please believe the Quiet Man $2.99 would have been sent to you.
$2.99.
It's still $2.99 on Humble Bundle.
Oh, wow.
That game will never leave $2.99. It's going to be, please take this from us. Like, seriously. Like,
let it sell out. Let the code sell out.
Jesus. You still got to play that dumb shit.
Oh, my God.
But yes. Fuck that game.
Getting ready to stream right now, right?
I'm thinking about it. I may just go to bed. Nah, I'll probably sleep for a little bit. But that's what I thought thing to say. I just say, if you're going to keep and talk shit about me, if you hate us gamers, if you hate us people that come out there and play video games, stuff like that, because we're straight cis male, however you want to call us, if you hate us, get out of the field. This is not for you. This is not the field you need to be in.
This is not your battlefield.
No, and you're not going to convert anybody over. Now, if you want to make it more acceptable, make it for everybody.
Nope.
You put that stuff in it, it doesn't make me turn, because it's not my cup of tea. I'm not hating against it. I have no dislike towards that community at all. Zero. That's the life you want to live. That's why you were born on earth. That's your life. I'm not going to judge you for that. I live my life differently from you. That's fine. It's called being human. But what you're not going to do is force that shit down my throat.
Yep.
You're not going to sit there and try to push that shit. I like attractive women in my games. I like the powerful characters in my games. Listen, there's nothing wrong with a buff dude and a sexy attractive woman. It doesn't mean I'm going to go on the street and see that. But there's nothing wrong with that. Let's see a buff dude on there. Cool. Like, maybe I can aspire to be like him. You see, I'm not the skinny. I'm not the brolic guy. I'm a chubby guy. But it inspires me.
Right. True. It's inspirational.
What you said, that national inspiration? I'm sorry.
But yes, very valid points. And that's just our thoughts on this reaction to this video. Is what killed masculinity in video games. And it's the same thing that killed masculinity in movies and TV shows. It's just a lot of theirs.
Yep.
So that's our thoughts, guys. Leave it down in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts on what did you guys think about this video and that video we reacted to.
Come after me, Harley Quinn fans. I'm ready.
That's right. I completely forgot that I ranted on Harley Quinn. But listen, it's valid, guys, because she was in an animated series first before she was in a comic book. And
Harley Quinn is overrated.
Yes.
Fight me.
Whoa. Dark King's here for war. Verbal wars. Of course. Verbal wars.
Win me over with Harley Quinn. What made her so good?
Right.
Even I just gave you one big reason.
Yeah. Especially when it came to the movies itself.
Bobby, yes, fucking Harley Quinn is so
perfect. It's perfect.
And it was perfect. And then you fucked it up with a sequel that I watched on bootleg. They made Black Mask gay. Get out of it. Yo, fuck off that movie. You made him it was Ian McGregor too. That's what makes it so stupid.
Oh.
You knew he was. And the fact that he married Ramona, never mind. Let me shut up.
So yes, guys. Yes. Harley Quinn fans, Dark King's ready for that verbal war. Gotta go.
Bye.